Okay, we are on Keilim Perik Chet Mishnah Chet, 8th Mishnah, in the 8th chapter of Masechet Keilim. We're continuing to talk about a tanur shel sheretz, an earthenware oven, and when it's tameh and when it's not. It says in Mishnah, Nimtza makom anachat eitzim. If you find the sheretz bimakom, in a place where sheminichim bo eitzim eish veitzim, in the fire pit at the bottom of the kira, Rabbi Yehuda says, so then where if you found it? Min hasafa achitzona v'lifnim tameh. So the real question we're going to talk about is the area. What if you found it in the area under the lip because it has a door? Let's look at Rav Posen. Okay, so here you have your oven, right? Your kira. Okay, and the pot goes over here, and you have this thick wall. Okay, you put the fire in there. So now, if you found the sheretz over here, is that considered inside or is that considered outside? So it says in Mishnah, Rabbi Yehuda says, if you found it in the doorway, essentially, from the outer wall, outer lip, and in, it's tameh. Chachamim say no. Chachamim say no. From the inner lip, from this inner lip, let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger without losing the thing. No, I see you lose it when I make it bigger. Right? From this lip over here, this inner lip, and out, that's considered outside, because you're not in the actual airspace. So Rabbi Yossi has a different opinion. Rabbi Yossi says, Rabbi Yossi Amir, mikeneged sfitat hakdeira v'lifnim tameh. Sfitat hakdeira is where the kedera sits on the kira. And we'll go back to my trusty pencil holder as a theoretical example. I keep taking it in and out. So if this is my, I see where I am. If this is my kira, the sfitat hakdeira, the kedera sits on top of the kira, and then of course the fire is under here, and and that's how it heats it up. So the thing sits on the area where the walls are. So let's go to Posen for a second. Posen, he'll show you what does it mean. But here, see this, the kedera sits on there, and the sfitat kedera. If you draw a line perpendicularly, right? You draw a line down, you can see it's like halfway through the thickness of the wall. So wherever that kedera sits, that's considered inside. So that's half and half, I guess. How you would measure it, how you would know exactly, I have no idea. From the edge of where the pot sits and in is tameh. That's part of if the sheretz is found there, no good. But if it's on the outside of that, if that's it, then it's tahor. Nimsa mekom yeshivat habalan, mekom yeshivat hatzabah. Mekom yeshiva shel shokei zeitim tahor. So Balan, he's the bathhouse guy. Tzaba is the dye guy, dye. Okay, shokei zeitim, they boiled up zeitim. In order to do this, so it's interesting. So the Mishnah Behira, he draws a picture. He has a picture where basically there's a seat next to it. But if you look at Raposen, it's really fascinating. That's something that's so major we have no idea. Raposen writes, he shows the following, right? Look at this, what he draws. He says, listen, the Balan, it had to be this like insano, crazy, huge tanur, and then this seems insane. This seems like huge. I don't think this is accurate to make. They would make a fire. They would make a tanur that big. But he says, listen, there's a seat here. The guy who was in charge, he had a seat there inside the open way of the tanur. I don't know. Could be, might not be. Anyway, that's if you found the sheretz where the seat is, because there was a chair there, it's tahor. That's outside. Ein tameh ela min hastima ulifnim. There's no mistima takdeira sheish bo mayim. So when I see this, I think what it means is stima means it had a hole, meaning like the pot, right? The balan, right? It was a hot water heater basically. So it was water that was built into this oven kind of thing, and you had a place where the water would come out. So it's only tameh from the stima, from where that hole was, where the water would come out, vilifnim, and inward. That's a bartanura mistimata kedera sheish bo mayim otzeva o shlikat zeitim, from where the water comes out. Okay, so it's only from that point and inwards. Let's look at see if our Posen says anything about this. Yeah, in his drawing he says the stima, I guess, is like, I don't know, where the doorway to the furnace is. Seems like a lot. All right, we'll stop here. Nonetheless, if you have a picture of an ancient oven that was used, like the hot water heater that was used in the ancient bathhouses, that would be helpful. We'll stop here and dedicate our leave to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.